welcome to Intermissions, your backstage pass to On the Air with Florenza. You'll experience bloopers, outtakes, surprises, and all the laughter in between. Intermissions is unscripted, unfiltered, and undeniably Florenza. So put your hands together to welcome today's guest to the show.
I warned you we were going to have some fun. I have some questions for you that I think are going to be pretty hilarious as we get into our main interview. Let's start with a true or false. You once worked as a tour guide in the Soviet Union, and at least one tourist mistook you for a spy. Because honestly, who else keeps that many notebooks? Oh, that sounds like a true false, like it's part true, part false, but I'm going with true.
Okay, true. The first part is definitely true. I did work as a tour guide in the former Soviet Union, which now any younger listeners is like, man, she's old because that was a long time ago. Um, I bet I probably was mistaken for a spy because what is like a young American woman doing speaking Russian and traveling around Russia? But I was mistaken for Russian once. I was in the elevator in a hotel in Siberia, and some Americans that were not part of my tour group got onto the elevator, and I chatted with them, and they said, "Your English is so good. Where did you learn it?" And I was like, "New
New
York,
York,
where I grew up." So
never make assumptions.
maybe they thought I was a spy. My kids used to think that my husband and I were spies because we lived and worked in Russia together. And sometimes we'd speak Russian when they were little, so they wouldn't understand what we were saying.
Uh-huh.
They always thought we were spies, and we would let them think that, just to keep some mystery about us.
Did they ever learn the language enough to catch on?
No, but they kind of would figure out by intonation, like, if I don't know, sometimes it was something we didn't want them to hear, or maybe it was something about money or something. And very often they could sort of like one word might be similar to the English, or just by intonation, they could figure out what we were saying. It was kind of
Oh,
creepy.
nice. Oh, I would love to see you take your hand in a children's book or a middle grade book with that as the
Yeah,
premise. Oh,
that's a
where
great.
my mother's a spy. That would be fun. This or that, would you pick one, this or that? Spend a weekend writing in a drafty English manner with no Wi-Fi, or be stranded in Cape Cod with only seagulls and a stubborn lobster trap for company.
I think I'd have to go with the drafty manor. Although I'd be happy to be in Cape Cod too, because I spend a lot of time there. But I think, Anglophile at heart, drafty manor, no Wi-Fi, perfect.
Wouldn't that be
Because, the
perfect?
thing with Wi-Fi is like it pulls you in, you look
Hmm.
at your phone or your computer when you shouldn't. So I'd be very happy. And as long as I had like a big sweater and a fire going, I'd be very happy.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
Just the thought of that, just, oh, feels so good. What's the strangest thing sitting in your writing space right now? Something that probably shouldn't inspire creativity, but somehow it does. And bonus points, Karen, if it's alive, buzzes, or blinks.
Oh, I don't think I have anything that is alive, buzzes, or blinks. I think the strangest thing might be this little sheep, which I got in England. And I got it, and I got a little kit where you can make one of them as well. So you get like a little piece of the wood and a
Uh-huh.
whole bunch of yarn that somebody spun, and you're supposed to wrap it around until it looks like a sheep. And I've had it for so long and I've never made it, but I kept this little sheep because I don't know. I just think it's my lucky sheep. I don't think
That's
that's a
kind of
very common
cute.
thing. Yeah, it's cute. It's like a rocking sheep.
Very nice.
Yeah, so
I
I
like
do have
that.
lots of little things on my desk from various places. I have a little old-fashioned telephone.
Now that's adorable.
Yeah, it's a clock actually, but the battery's out. But it's very cute. I can pretend I'm
Hello. With
talking.
your tea.
Yeah.
Hello, hello. Those are both adorable. What's the strangest thing? Oh, we just did that one, Florenza. No, I was not drinking before you came on. The craziest song on your playlist. What's one track that would absolutely shock your readers if it came blasting through your earbuds while writing anything? And tell the truth. Are we talking Lizzo, Metallica, or Eye of the Tiger, or something else?
Okay, I think this would actually shock anyone who knows me because it's just so off-brand for me. But it's Miley Cyrus, The Climb. Because I mean, why? I don't know. And I think it was like I think I probably heard it at the gym once, like
Mhm.
10 years ago. I don't know. It's an old song, but
Uh-huh.
it's very inspiring. And it's like a writing song that like keeps me going. Like when I'm feeling doubtful, I definitely have been known to I have a playlist of like, women power songs. That's one of
Yeah, I love that.
and I
Um,
also like to listen to, and I don't know their name, but there's a Dutch folk singing duo, a man and a woman, and they sing these beautiful songs. And I like to listen to them when I write because I don't understand the words, so it's not distracting.
that's smart.
Yeah.
That's smart.
So Dutch folk music and
And
Miley
Miley
Cyrus.
Cyrus.
Kind of weird.
Yeah, mine is Eminem, Lose Yourself.
Okay, that's a good one.
The desperation in the lyrics and in his voice to make a change is palatable. I am just like, or palatable, not palatable, even though he's sexy enough to want to eat. But no, that is my pump up song when I am feeling like, girl, you can't do this. I put that song on and remind myself he did, and I can get out of whatever that rut
Yeah,
is.
I should add that one.
Hmm. And let's see, our last one for this segment. Oh, this one's fun. Fill in the blank. The weirdest thing you've ever Googled or searched for a story was blank, and you're pretty sure it landed you again on a government watch list.
Oh. Hmm. Well, my second novel is a murder mystery.
Hmm.
So I probably did Google some things about bludgeoning somebody. That probably could have done it. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, when I was figuring out methods of murder, I probably Googled quite a few. How much blood,
Can you
things like that.
lose? Hmm. Did you question how many times you actually have to hit them before they die, or how many times do you have to hit them before you complete insanity?
Yeah, no, I didn't go the insanity route. But I wanted to make sure that it didn't make too much of a mess because my murderer wasn't going to have a lot of time to clean it up. So it was like, how many blows, how much blood, how quick a death, that kind of thing.
Nice.
So,
Now, when you're talking about death or thinking about death, do you sometimes pause and say, I know I put this under creativity, but is there really a reason that I should be concerned?
well, not yet because the second novel that I mentioned, it's actually a fake murder mystery. Some Americans go to England to solve a fake murder mystery, so it's not actually a real murder. So I think I'm okay. But I'm working on another one that might be a real murder, so we'll see.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
And this wraps up our episode of Intermissions, your backstage pass to On the Air with Florenza. Be sure to check out the full interview for this author as well as others on Florenza's podcast, On the Air with Florenza. And until next time, cheers.